Hello and welcome to Pushing Back, Ukraine Daily Brief. As the war enters its 970th day, these are the main developments from the past 24 hours. The update from the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. Russia has lost approximately 681,580 troops in Ukraine since the beginning of the war. The number, which has not been independently verified, includes 1,350 casualties over the past day. According to the released Ukrainian figures, Russia lost 8 tanks, 24 armored combat vehicles, 34 artillery systems, 2 multiple launch rocket systems, 2 air defense systems, 71 drones, 77 vehicles, and 20 pieces of special equipment. The Russians launched 107 combat clashes and carried out 68 airstrikes, including 113 anti-aircraft missiles on the territory of Ukraine. They also used 683 kamikaze drones and carried out 3,000 attacks on the positions of Ukrainian troops and settlements using various types of weapons. In its latest intelligence update, the Institute for the Study of War. Moldova's October 20th European Union referendum passed by an extremely narrow margin, in large part due to support from the Moldovan diaspora, and current Moldovan President Maia Sandu will face Alexander Stoyanoglu in a second round of voting on November 3rd. Several Moldovan and European officials reported potential Russian interference in the election, and the Kremlin and its affiliates in Moldova will likely continue their malign influence efforts in the lead-up to the November 3rd runoff. Kremlin officials and Russian mill bloggers claimed that Moldovan authorities falsified the results of the election and referendum and continued to promote long-standing Kremlin narratives targeting Moldova's path towards European integration. U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin traveled to Kiev on October 21st and announced a new $400 million military aid package for Ukraine. Russia appears to be scrambling to reduce tensions with South Korea following credible reports of intensified North Korean cooperation with Russia, including South Korean and Ukrainian intelligence warnings that a contingent of North Korean troops has deployed for training to Russia. Russian forces continue to systematically perpetrate war crimes, including the continued executions of Ukrainian prisoners of war and use of chemical weapons. Ukrainian forces recently advanced in the western part of the Kursk Oblast salient. Russian forces advanced west of Kreminna, southeast of Pokrovsk, and southeast of Kurakov. Russian forces recently conducted several mechanized attacks of various echelons in the Kurakov direction. Russian occupation authorities continue to coerce occupied Ukrainian populations into signing contracts with the Russian Ministry of Defense. In Zelensky's nightly address, he spoke about 3 key areas. Firstly, U.S. increases military support for Ukraine. The United States announced a new $400 million defense package for Ukraine, with an additional $800 million allocated for drone production. Zelensky expressed gratitude, emphasizing the importance of sustaining Ukraine's defense amid global political threats, especially with North Korea's growing support for Russia. Secondly, frontline developments and Kursk operation. Zelensky met with military leaders to discuss the current situation on key battlefronts, including Toretsk, Pokrovsk, and Kharkiv. He highlighted the strategic importance of the Kursk operation, which aims to push the war back onto Russian territory and facilitate prisoner exchanges. Lastly, internal reforms and security measures. Zelensky addressed systemic corruption within Ukraine's medical and social expert commissions, which have been involved in violations. He promised personnel and procedural reforms following a National Security and Defense Council session to tackle the issue. Thanks for following today's updates. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. We'll return tomorrow with the latest news on the ongoing conflict.